Good morning, everybody. Surprise, surprise, no intro this morning. Good morning, everybody. Cappers Nation live. One issue after another this morning. Looking like it's going to be a contested election. We've got construction going outside, which kept me from getting in the building. I had to get creative. All of a sudden, they decided to want to redo the sidewalks. And they didn't leave us an entrance into the office. Nonetheless, I had to get creative. And somehow I am here. So if you guys hear loud construction noise, that is the reason why. They're demoing the sidewalk. Again, I think they just did it like 7 months ago. But nonetheless, I made it in the office somehow. Somehow, some way, YouTube didn't want to work. Our set lighting is out. The bulbs are out. And I don't know where those diffuser lights are or what they're called or how to do them. But nonetheless, we're here. We're here. We're going to call it F'd Up Wednesday. Good morning, everybody. Karen, how did Arizona turn blue? Well, Californians moved to Arizona. Why? Because land is cheap. Cost of living is cheap. Taxes were low. Gun rights were fantastic. But when you start moving here to reap the benefits, and then you vote what you used to vote for and what you left from, you generally turn blue. Black Rogue, Alley's View, good morning. Justice, Ross Pitts, 17 Clipper, Neverez, Scott, Anthony, Rich, good morning. Everybody, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So I do apologize for a little late start this morning. It's been one issue after another, and it's not going to be a super long show this morning. Why? Because there is a special lady in my life, and it is her birthday. It is my daughter's birthday today. She turns 5, and all she is waiting for is Daddy to come home. Daddy to come home. So, we're going to make this a quick show. We're going to make it a fun show and interactive. And a good show nonetheless. But I do have a very special lady at home who's waiting for me, and she turned 5 today. So I know she wants her presents. I know she wants her presents. But I will, Justice, appreciate it. Appreciate it. Funny, she'll actually turn on the YouTube live in the morning when she wakes up, because it's one thing she does is she rolls into our bed, but I'm never there because I'm always filming. And she breaks out her iPad and she lays in bed while mommy's either doing things or in bed with her. Oh yeah, we're going to have a good day today. Going to have a good day today, just like personal plays were a good day yesterday with a 3-0 sweep, which was about flipping time. We did something positive. Ajax minus $1.15 with the big win yesterday. FC Porto minus $1.14 with the big win yesterday with their team total over 1.5, which was plus money at plus $1.15 with the big win yesterday. So that was nice. Premium Place stunk it up yesterday. Atletico Madrid, dear Lord, so many chances. They couldn't even get a money line win for us. We had them laying 1 and 1.5. I would have gladly taken the 1 and got half my bet back. Inadvertent handball, gave a penalty shot to Lokomotiv Moscow, which they nailed. And let me tell you, complete dominating effort by Atletico Madrid everywhere with the exception of the scoreboard. Everywhere with the exception of the scoreboard. So, that was crazy. But nonetheless, the show must go on. Alex, good morning. LT, good morning. Jay, good morning. Definitely going to treasure the moments. Scott, she'll be 6 next year. Make her wait. Let me tell you, this girl lives for her birthday. This little girl lives for her birthday. Chris, Nina, good morning. Pat, good morning. Thank you. Thank you, Nina. She lives for her birthday. I think it's been every day for the last year. Is it my birthday? Is it my birthday? Tomorrow's my birthday. Tomorrow's my birthday. It's my birthday. Happy birthday to me. So, she's super pumped. And it's finally been a countdown. Tomorrow's your birthday. Really? So, Chris Valley only for 2 more years. She could bet like Dad. Yeah, Mike. The odds on the election. Absolutely insane. Everything is absolutely insane. The live odds right now on Trump are absolutely insane. Fresh Escobar, good morning. Everything going on. Alex says election results will be going to the Supreme Court. I agree. It will definitely be a contested election going to the Supreme Court, which, excuse me, let's be honest. And I'm not going to, and without talking political, and we did this, we've done this topic twice now, and we've actually kept it non-political. As a group, as a whole, we buy and sell stocks online. They had to verify my identity so that way I can purchase stocks. You can go get your, access your IRS account, online. You could buy and sell Bitcoin online. You could do everything online. Why, in the year 2020, we haven't figured out a way to do some type of actual betting, or not betting, but voting electronically online where it's safe, secure, can't be manipulated, and then whatever happens, happens. You know what I mean? I could live with whoever wins. Personally, my opinion, one's rougher than the other for my family, and one will be rougher than the other for your family. And we're all entitled to our opinion. But, in the day and age that we are in, man, we should have a better voting system. I actually feel bad for us. We are the superpower in this country, in this world. And we're an absolute laughing stock. We're an absolute laughing stock. Last day of the diamond breaks in the blockchain will be the answer. As long as there's a way that you could verify, your identity and that it's you or whatever, that's it's insane. It makes us just a laughing stock of the world. But no matter what we do, there's always going to be some type of holes or cracks, or one party said this, one party said that. I get it. Trust me. I could log on to my Facebook or Twitter, and I can see who goes for one side versus the other. I can get a good idea of who benefits from one side or the other. And it's funny, I was outside of my house last night talking to one of our new neighbors that just moved in next to us, and and talk politics without, I don't care who you vote for. I don't care if you fly a Trump flag in your front yard or a Biden flag. I ain't gonna steal it. I don't care. I could care less. One will help the other. One will help one person who's gonna set back another. You know what I mean? And sometimes there's things that you want on one side, but you can't have on the other side. So unfortunately for our country, in the spot we're in, that sucks. But it's a good thing. As Mike just said, 3 more states legalize sports betting. I know there's been the state of Arizona approved, or not approved, but voted for legalized marijuana. Oregon decriminalized the use of hard drugs like meth, shrooms, coke, heroin. It's now like $100 fine, and it's not a criminal offense. Absolutely insane, if you ask me. Mike's got a Cappers Nation flag. You know, I don't know if my HOA would like that, but I could definitely try and get away with it. I might be able to say it's a country flag if I do the C in the end. They may not know which nation it is. I could just say it's, you know, we're a country all on our own. Yeah, Oregon is definitely crazy. My parents actually have property there, and in order not to pay sales tax on their giant motorhome, I know my mom's a resident there, but absolutely insane what they're doing up there, if you ask me. But nonetheless, one thing that we Nevada will not release results for 24 hours, which is beyond me. Alex says our voting process is like dial-up internet. Yeah. Nathan Carter, HOA, come on, man, buy your land and build your house. We did buy land. We built our house, but we have a 59-home private gated community with an HOA. HOAs are good or bad. Make sure that my neighbors are not going to be parking junk on the yard. And let me tell you, we just came from non-HOA. HOAs have positives and minuses, let me tell you. HOAs have positives and minuses. Positives and negatives. Justice says it's the cool guy nation right next to the badass bitches island, right? Exactly. That's where Cappers Nation is. Am I going to take an early look at Thursday Night Football? Absolutely. 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 You know, and the cool thing, you know, we're in a very small development, a very small private. There's 59 homes total. 59? 59. 59 homes total. In a bigger community, I'd say they're more of a minus. But in a smaller community, we've got a community park that we pay for. We have streets that we pay for. They're all private. You know, we have our own gate, our own guard shack. You know, it's all paid for, you know, by the 59 residents. So it's needed. It's needed. Maintains our streets, maintains the park where my daughter likes to go and play. And at the same time, they're a pain in the ass because they say that, you know, I can't have my pavers the way that I did them. So, well, we just vote to change that shit. David Kizer said, agreed. Former addict here, sober 6 years. Congratulations on the 6 years, David. Making another 6, please. It says that's nuts, what you just said they're doing. It's absolutely insane. It is absolutely insane up in Oregon. Justice, so we have a say in our HOA? Absolutely. Because we're such a small community, you have to have normally, in any HOA, you normally have to have at least 50% votes to be tallied in order to actually make any changes. So when you have like a 15 home or a 3,000 home HOA, it's nearly impossible to ever change anything. But when you have 60 homes or 59 homes, it's not hard to get 30 votes. And it's a brand new community. Matter of fact, we actually haven't taken it over from the manufacturer yet. We're supposed to do that I think next month we take over the HOA from the manufacturer. So it shouldn't be an issue. Shouldn't be an issue at all to make any changes that we need. And again, the reason why I like it is it keeps our streets clean, our streets fresh and paved, no potholes. Keeps that park nice and clean, that grass kept up, the playground intact, that gate and that guard shack with a guard in it. So anytime you're in a big HOA, I think you're at a disadvantage. Anytime you're in a very small one that's private like us, I think there's more benefits. See how many more states follow Oregon now? I'm going to have to probably say 0. I'm going to probably have to say 0. It's one thing to legalize marijuana and sports betting. I think it's a whole nother to decriminalize being in possession of heroin, in my opinion. But anyways, that don't matter. Stack, what's going on? The MAC is back today. So I'm getting text message updates that my little one is waiting for me because of her birthday. So we are going to speed through the MAC. We are going to take a little live look ahead. We're going to have some fun today. Congrats to everybody again that was on my personal plays 3-0 yesterday. We're going to do the same again today. Got a big day planned today. A lot of soccer today, folks. Not only is the MAC back, but we have a lot of soccer today. NFL tomorrow. More college football tomorrow. And man, if I said I was pumped for today, it would be an understatement. David, that's, it's definitely, in my opinion, a bad thing. That's for sure. Going to be a lot of lives ruined from that one. But on the bright side, the MAC is back. Yeah, Justice, as long as the HOAs are doing their job and not just stacking your cash. The last one that I lived in, they had like $3 million in reserves. Okay. How about you, not that, we already had a pool, but how about you just build the community a pool? You got $3.5 million, build the community a pool. Build the community a community center. Do something with that money rather than just sit on it and keep fining residents because they left their trash can out too long. Or the boat was parked in their driveway because they were going to the lake the next day. Whatever the case may be. But nonetheless, we're going to gear up towards the MAC, baby. The MAC is back. And as we know, and as we've seen so far, every time any new conference plays, any new teams play, we always have to be alert and diligent to teams being rusty, not coming out of the gate at full speed. So while some are laying a big number, I emphasize extreme caution and tread lightly today. Don't go full board. You've got somebody like Western Michigan laying 19.5. Let's be honest, 19.5 is a big number. First game of the season. Rust. The total's only 53.5, and you're laying nearly 20. You need to win by 20 points to cover. Do they do it? Probably. Do they do it? Probably. But in order to not cover the 20, Akron doesn't have to do much. It'll be up to Western Michigan to execute in order to cover the 20 points. And if you come out sloppy for the first quarter and the second quarter, and you don't start performing until the third quarter, but Akron wakes up in the third quarter as well, and you didn't capitalize in that first half, well, you could be up Schitt's Creek wondering why you didn't cover the 20 with a better team. As far as the Western Michigan and the Akron game go, we do have a premium play on the total on this game. But as far as the side goes, the 19.5 first game of the season, I'm going to be real honest with you. I honestly think they should have zero issues covering the 19.5. If you remember Akron's last game last year, they didn't win a game. They went 0-12. They got blown out by Ohio 52-3. Their quarterback threw for 308 yards and 4 touchdowns on Akron. I expect Western Michigan to roll all over them. Roll all over them. Shannon, good morning. But it being the first game of the season, David says, agreed on Western Michigan. I'm taking them first half game and maybe live bet them. I'd probably take them maybe live bet and possibly a second half. I worry about that first half rust. They got no tune-up games. Jump straight into a conference game. Granted, a conference game against Akron should be, a tune-up game. So in all intents and purposes, they should absolutely roll all over them. But as far as the side of this one goes, while I do lean towards Western Michigan, laying the 19.5, I'm going to stay off of them for that sole fact that it is the first game of the season. And I don't want to get caught with my pants down. Nathan says, come on, Kyle, talk about the monthly veterans package. We don't have a monthly veterans package, but we take care of veterans. But that's the only thing that has me concerned is that they come out slow and allow Akron to stay in it, pick up the pace the second half. Big Ass Redwood, good morning. Joe D, good morning. Justice says a large truck. Alex, I'm assuming you're asking what the noise was. Yeah, they're doing like some demoing the sidewalks and laying new concrete on the sidewalks outside. Why? I have no idea. It's actually why I was late. I couldn't get in the office. They weren't letting me in. They weren't letting me in until I basically said I was going to walk through their fresh concrete unless they put a board down to let me walk across it. Needless to say, they put a board down so I could walk across it. Alrighty, so jumping around, we're going to jump around through some of the games here, and obviously they're not going to be diehard in-depth breakdowns. Why? We don't have any stats, there's no trends, there's no statistics or anything like that to take a look at for our matchups today. Obviously, first game of the season. So we're going to take a look at them just like we normally would any first game of the season, and we'll hit all the games. Did I say the Akron game over? No, I did. I actually didn't give an opinion on the over or the under. Joe D says 3 thumbs down, political talk. No, I wouldn't say that it was any talk about the election results as far as a betting standpoint goes. It's probably just, the couple haters that we get every single day. It happens. They come here for the free plays, but they give the thumbs down. Chris asking, how does my face feel? Can I hear? Here's the crazy thing. I still keep getting this massive pressure in my ear. These guys better not have screwed something up or missed something, because I don't want to do that shit again. Nose hurts. I'm down to Tylenol. I just took 3 Tylenol literally right when we started the live feed. Matter of fact, I took them on the live show. Nose feels like somebody cracked me, and that's where they cut that bone spur that was causing that big blockage. Still getting a lot of nasty gunk, and but my ear is completely clogged up this morning. Thanks for asking. I appreciate it. I'm starting to feel a little bit better. Some side effects. I guess you got all kinds of weird nerve endings that go down to your teeth and your gums, your front teeth and your gums right here in the front part of your face and your nose. And so like the last 2 days, the front part of my teeth and my gums have been all numb, which is weird. Weird feeling. So I guess side effects of the surgery, but I do have a follow-up doctor's appointment tomorrow finally. So hopefully they'll flush my sinuses out, get all this crap out. Duke says, obviously don't know who you are. Yeah, just a lot of haters out there. Alonzo, good morning. We appreciate the haters too. What they don't realize is when they hit the thumbs down button, it's not hurting us. It actually gives us a user interaction, which is a positive thing. So it's actually not hurting us at all. It's actually helping us more than it's hurting us because it doesn't hurt us. So, can't really complain there. Alrighty. So taking a look at the next one, Eastern Michigan, Kent State. Kent State laying the points here. Odds on this one down to 3.5. It was 4. Kent State laying 3.5. Total on this one is on the high side, 66.5. This is the one where we get the big total on this one. As far as this one goes, as far as the total goes, emphasize caution. Emphasize caution on this one. Again, sole reason, first of all, it should, full disclaimer, it probably goes over. It should. If this was a game, 4 or 5 games into the season, it should go over without any issues. Chris said, I've had multiple eye surgeries. Sounds like same kind of side effects. All that stuff connects. Yeah, I'm just hoping that what I went in for, my ears being clogged all the time, and hoping they get that right. Hoping they at least get that right. Give me 1 second, folks. I ordered donuts for my little one. So they're at the house. I want to let the wife know that they were dropped off. She said she's awake and said she's 5. All right, so we got to get this show on the road because I've got a 5-year-old that is absolutely waiting for me to get my ass home. All righty. Again, Eastern Michigan, Kent State. I do lean towards the over. I'm going to have a lot of leans today versus actual plays in college football. I actually have 3 soccer plays this morning. We got 3 premium play soccer plays. We're sweeping the board today. All right, I called it yesterday. If Jeff was here to tell you, I told him we were going to sweep the board in soccer yesterday, and we did. And I think premium plays do it today as well as my personal plays. I think it's going to be a monster day. So if you're not on board, now's the day to get on board. That combo package, a week of premiums, personals. If you're not on board, today is definitely the day to get on board. Robert S. says, Kent State, the points. They are not the joke they once were, and they have a lot of returning starters. No doubt about it. You know, Kent State got the big win against Eastern Michigan last year, 34-26. I do lean towards Kent State as an early lean. I haven't released any of my personal plays yet. But with the number dropping on Kent State, some little action coming in on Eastern Michigan on the road, I kind of like that. Dropping the line down. I have to see a little bit more before I start putting out plays. You could take a -3.5, -1.13, or the money line -175. The total over 66.5. I lean towards the total over, guys. But again, this is one of those things where in the UFC or boxing, is ring rust going to come into play? Is game rust going to come into play? These guys haven't had a full contact game. They haven't played a game, not one. And here they are, conference game, first game of the season, and this one matters. You only have 6 games. Every game matters. So, I do look to this one to be a very close game. I don't expect it to be a monster blowout by one side or the other, especially by Kent State, even though I lean towards them as an early lean. Their team total is 35, whereas Eastern Michigan's team total is 31.5. I think the total could be a tad bit juiced based on trends that we've seen over the course of the last 4 weeks of college football, 5 weeks of college football, with a lot of games staying under the total. Last year's total went to 50 points. Here we are sitting with first game of the season, adding all that, game day rust, and we've got a total a touchdown higher than last year. Granted, Kent State's got a lot of returning players. They should be a better quality team this year, but their defense should actually step up as well. And as far as I'm concerned, the total, you just got to be careful on. Just got to be careful. For the sole fact that they may get a slow start. If this was game 3 or 4 of the regular season, I would be all over that first quarter over 13.5. I lean towards it, but again, it's -$1.30. It's over 13.5. With all intents and purposes, in game 3 or 4 of the season, if this was the matchup, it should go over. It should. It really should. But again, couple drives stall, couple incomplete passes, couple nervous quarterbacks, maybe a nervous running back, maybe a fumble, maybe an early turnover, and that first quarter over 13.5 would be in jeopardy. So myself personally, I'll just kick back and I'll monitor a lot of the MAC this week, and we'll go from there for towards next week. Ohio, Central Michigan. It just keeps getting better. Ohio at Central Michigan. Central Michigan, the home dog. Last time they faced off 3 years ago, Central Michigan did get the narrow victory by a field goal. They're actually should be. We put it out yesterday at 2.5. They should be at 3, and they're at 3 right now, -$1.15. So for everybody that doesn't know, or you've been sleeping under a rock, we did put out Central Michigan plus the 3 for everybody against Ohio. I will put that up on the free play board for everybody. We'll get that up on the Vibe Interactive free play board because we did release it. We'll delete this old one here, change the date. Get that up on the board, everybody. And again, if you want 2 days of premium plays or 2 days of my personal plays free, you just need to go to our website and read right there. All right, read right there. Tells you exactly how to do it. Takes you exactly how to take advantage of it. And when you email in, make sure you email me, not the company. Email me because it's a program that I'm running. Kyle@cappersdirect.com, and I will take care of you. Now, I don't mind the political talk as long as it's political talk geared towards actual sports betting. As long as people are talking about the wagers they have made, by all means. By all means. Hopefully I'll be cashing some of my state bets and all of that stuff. But again, as long as we're talking... If you guys are talking politics, straight up politics, then we won't have it here. But if it's geared towards the actual sports betting side, by all means, we've shown over the last couple days we can definitely do that constructively. That's for sure. Mr. Bear, good morning. Eric says, Juventus today, halftime and full game. Chris, any talk of BetOnline being available in New Jersey? For some reason, they won't touch New Jersey. Why? I don't know. But for some reason, they just won't touch New Jersey. Give me 1 second, folks. I was trying to see if I could see, but for some reason, I have no idea why, but it does suck. But get an address outside of New Jersey, and you're good to go. Alrighty, so again, as far as the total goes on the Ohio Central Michigan, no opinion on that one. I don't have anything on that play. As far as the total goes, as far as a lean on the total, I'd have to say the line is very close to where I would expect it to be. Again, I still think it could potentially be a tad bit on the juiced side. First quarter over 13 could potentially be on the juice side. I can see this game being a 7-3 first quarter. 7-3, 7-6, right around there. So I think they've got the line on the total right. Ball State and Miami of Ohio. Miami of Ohio coming in as the very slight favorite, -1. Or if you guys got to pay attention when you're betting. You can lay one -$1.10 or just take them on the money line -$1.10. Ball State getting that huge 14-point victory last year. I lean towards the road dog here, but again, these are two teams that I don't want to bet on today as far as the actual side of this game goes. So Ball State, Miami of Ohio. I lean towards Ball State, but again, no play on Ball State at all. Same thing with the total. Same thing with the total. If I was going to take Ball State, I would take them at the +1. But again, the total of 55.5. No opinion on that one. Now Buffalo and Northern Illinois has the making to go over. The total 51.5. I do lean towards the over. Just off the top of of what I like of these two teams and players that are returning, incoming players as well. The part that I'm a little on the iffy side is Buffalo laying the 14. Now Northern Illinois held tough in their game against Western Michigan. They ended up beating them by 3. Super low scoring game. I'm just not a huge fan of laying the big number first game back. Granted, Buffalo's Buffalo. Buffalo should be able to, roll all over them. They beat Charlotte 31-9 in their bowl game last year. But the 14 points or 13.5 minus $1.05, I'm going to have to stay off of, at least as of right now. I mean, maybe change my mind here a little bit later today, but as of right now, I'm off of it. And remember, a lot of the MAC action today, I'm not going to be on. And that's for the sole fact that it's first game of the season. There's going to be a lot of AKA ring rust involved, and it's something that I don't want to get caught in. I'd rather hang back and wait and observe and keep my money nice and protected rather than close my eyes and throw shit up against the wall and hope it sticks in some scenarios. Now there will be some where I press some action on some of these games later today. Could be a very good opportunity for live betting some of these games because I do believe some of these totals are incorrect. The Bowling Green and Toledo game. They played last year to a total of 20-7. Bowling Green. And here we are in this game with a total of 55.5. The good old Glass Bowl, guys. Toledo laying that big number 24. Robert S.C., I disagree. First game rust benefits the offenses. I'd have to really disagree for the sole fact that it's already been proven this year. Look at how many low-scoring games we've had in the first half of games. Look how many first quarters or first halves have stayed under or have been extremely low-scoring games and highly anticipated high-scoring games based on missed opportunities, overthrown passes, dropped passes, etc., etc. So while there might be rust, I err on the side of caution. Black Rogue says the only bet he likes is Toledo laying 23. We've got him laying 24 minus 108 at Bet Online with a total 62.5. And again, Bowling Green should get smashed. Sly says, I have a craving for buffalo wings for lunch later. Kyle, you think that could be a sign? Absolutely. Go bet the house on Buffalo, baby. Yeah, Toledo laying 24 now. But again, this is definitely one that, now while I do lean towards Toledo, I don't know if I could lay 24 in the first game of the season. I just don't know if I could lay 24 in the first game of the season. I do lean towards them, laying the 24 minus 108, but I don't know if I can lean on them that much. Black Rogue with your prediction of 53-10 Toledo. Whew. You would cover the total by a hook. So again, I do lean towards Toledo, but again, I can't lay 24 on them first game of the season. This was game 3, maybe game 2. And you saw good promise out of him in game 1. I could do it. I could pull the trigger. But it being game 1, I myself personally, I know better than that. I said it in the beginning of the season. I stayed away from it. I attempted fate a couple of times with other conferences coming back, the Mountain West, and every time that I have attempted it, it seems to burn me. It seems to burn me. So I think the better for myself, the better of the two options is to kick back, wait, evaluate, and make sure that my bets are intact for next week and that I don't harm my bankroll with any blindness or preconceived notions of what a team should really do in reality. So that's a quick rundown of the MAC action today. For the most part, I will steer clear of a lot of the action until we get a firm handle on what's going on. But again, should have a lot of live opportunities. So make sure you guys follow me on Twitter at CapNationKyle. If I get anything live, anything fun that's live, I will post it. If there's a good opportunity at the half for a team to make a big adjustment, I'll put out a free play there if I have one. Now, we do have the one football play up there that is a premium play. Time for a soccer play. Time for a soccer play for everybody. And this will be one of my personal plays. We're winning this sucker, let me tell you. Passport, I'd rather you go 6-0 than 5-1. Jeffrey says Western Michigan solo over. All right, so again, Champions League soccer. Champions League soccer. (3 p.m. Eastern Time, 12 Pacific. Oh, Jalen, you're killing me, brother. You're killing me. (3 p.m. Eastern Time. Just double checking the line, making sure nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. Chelsea is playing at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. They're laying 1.5 minus $1.19. Now, I do lean towards them in the first half, minus $1.27. There's a freebie. And I have a small bet on them in the first half. But the big bet is on the full game, minus 1.5. So Chelsea laying 1.5 goals, minus $1.19. Going to put that up on the Vibe Interactive free play board. Holy shit, it did it. Did it like it should. All right, we'll get that up there. That'll be going out to all my personal play clients. If you're on my personal plays, I do apologize for the short show this morning if you guys are just tuning in. It is a short show today. I have a very special little one waiting at home to celebrate her 5th birthday. So if you're on my personal plays, give me about an hour. I don't have any early personal plays from soccer. They're all the later ones, so give me about an hour. I'll be texting those out as soon as I get situated at home and make the little one happy. Happy little one. Happy wife, happy life. So, Jalen, we're winning again today. So don't shoot yourself in the foot again today. We swept the board yesterday on my personal plays. We're going to be doing it again today. And let me tell you, I'm pumped for this week. I am pumped for this week. All right? Could be something big for tomorrow. Could be something real big coming tomorrow. Can't tell you just yet. But it's going to be fun. All right, guys. So I am going to get out of here. I'm going to go attend to the little one who's patiently waiting. And birthday party Saturday, but it's just going to be a little family thing today. But yeah, she's definitely patiently waiting. But yeah, if you're on my personal plays, they'll be sent out to you, I promise, in about an hour, hour and a half. That's a 10 times rollover. Nah, I'm not 50. I'll be 40. 8 times rollover. Be 40 in January. Be 40 in January. Absolutely. Everybody bet responsibly. And then we'll be live tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Time sharp. Hopefully we know who our president is tomorrow, but I got a feeling we won't. All right, everybody, have a great day, and we'll see you guys all live tomorrow. Take it easy, everybody. Have a great day.